Good evening and welcome to the 4th Annual MDTC Legal Excellence Awards. We have all been displaced by COVID-19. As you can see, we are not at the beautiful Gem Theater tonight as we should be. So hopefully this will be our only virtual annual awards. First off, I'd like to recognize the planning committee for this event, which is Josh Richardson, who's our chair, Beth Whitman, Hannah Treppa, and Dan Cortez. This event, as well as all of our events here at the MDTC, would not be possible without the efforts of the staff of Shared Resources. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize them. They are Kyle Bentley, Matt Hinkle, Cooper Evans, Valerie Savelsky, Bernie Gehan, and Madeline Lowry. At this time, we are going to show a video from our valued sponsor, LCS Record Retrieval, whose representative is Nate Cadieux.
Good evening, and welcome to the Legal Excellence Awards. My name is Nate Cadieux. I'm the account manager for LCS Record Retrieval. Congratulations to all of the award winners tonight. It is a tremendous honor to have been selected by your colleagues. I want to take a moment to thank the MDTC for all the hard work that's been put into changing this to an online format. At LCS, we've also had to adjust to the pandemic, and we haven't skipped a beat. Our e-sign authorizations have been a huge success. We now offer remote e-sign notarization services as well. And our radiology films are close to being held on our electronic portal. That means clients will be able to easily access films through a computer or tablet. They'll also be able to share these films with expert witnesses. At LCS, we're always trying to develop features that will help our clients. Again, congratulations to all the award winners. Thank you for letting me be a part of this event and giving me a reason to get dressed up. Well, kind of dressed up.
LCS Record Retrieval has been a gold sponsor of the MDTC for the past 3 years, and we thank them very much for all the support that they have given us. Tonight, we are here to honor a number of awardees, starting with I'd like to give a little bit of a history of the awards that are being given tonight. We'll be giving out the Golden Gavel Award, which is which was established in 2005, and it's presented annually to an attorney who has been practicing for 10 years or less. This attorney is a member of the MDTC's Young Lawyers section and exemplifies significant contributions to professionalism and courtesy in the practice of law. We are also giving an award which is also presented annually to the Judicial Award of Excellence, which we established in 2012. This is given to either a state or federal judge, and it can be given to multiple judges at a time. And this judge demonstrates the highest standards of judicial excellence in the pursuit of justice while exemplifying courtesy, integrity, wisdom, and impartiality. We are also giving an award for the Respected Advocate Award, which was established in 1997 and is also presented annually. This is given to a member of the plaintiff's bar, recognizing and honoring his or her history of successful representation of clients and adherence to the highest standards of ethics. The MAJ also presents a similar award to a defense attorney. We are also giving an award to in the excellence in defense, which we established in 1992, and this is also presented annually. It honors a civil defense attorney who has promoted the practice of the defense bar and represents their clients in and outside of the courtroom through their professionalism, creativity, intelligence, personality, civility, community involvement, and efforts to educating young attorneys. And finally, we are giving an award for the John P. Jacobs Appellate Advocacy, which we established in 2017. This award is given every 2 years. It honors an appellate attorney who sets forth the same qualifications as those that the recipient of the Excellence in Defense Award has. However, it is with the added qualification that they display themselves to the best of the very best in appellate advocacy in state and federal courts within and outside the state of Michigan. Our awardees tonight are Jody Aaron for the Respected Advocate Award from McKean and Associates. The Judicial Award of Excellence is being given to Honorable Christopher Yates from the 17th Circuit. The Young Lawyers Golden Gavel Award is being given to Javon Williams from Seacrest Wardle. Our John P. Jacobs Appellate Advocacy Award is being given to Susan Zitterman from Kitch Attorneys and Counselors. And finally, the Excellence in Defense Award, which is the highest award that the MDTC bestows on a defense counsel, is being given to Patricia Nemeth from Nemeth Law. I believe at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Kyle Bentley.
Hi, everyone. Can you guys see me? Let's see. Can we all see me? Yeah. There we go.
No, I cannot. Now I can.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kyle Bentley. I'm the technical supervisor for the MDTC. During this Legal Excellence Awards, if you would like to speak to any of the recipients individually, you can feel free to use the chat box and message them privately. If you would like to say congratulations so that everyone can see you, you can do that by clicking the to and attendees and panelists. That way everybody can see it. If you have any technical questions, feel free to use the Q&A box at the very bottom of your screen, and those will go directly to me and I can respond to them privately. So if you're having any issues with the meeting that impact your experience at all, just feel free to let me know. And later on tonight, we will be doing a happy hour in which I will give another spiel in the transition that we're going to be doing over there. So it looks like Roop is here to join us. So Tara, you want to take it away?
Yes. I'd like to introduce to you our MC tonight, Roop Raj. He is from the Fox 2 News, 5:30 and 6:30 anchor. Looking back, trying to find some information on Roop, he started his career at the age of 14, hosting his own television program in Troy, Michigan. He then went on to Michigan State University, where he was aired on CBS and ABC stations in Lansing. He was ultimately hired as an anchor in Flint, Michigan, and then spent 7 years at NBC in New Orleans. However, the hurricanes, approximately 24 of them, according to his biography, pushed him up to the city of Detroit, and he came home in 2009. And he has had the opportunity to cover some very significant events, one being the Republican National Convention in 2016, the Democratic debates in Detroit in 2019, and then the Las Vegas mass shootings in October of 2017. After years of covering the mornings, he was then promoted, I will say promoted, so he can stay in bed a little longer, to the as an evening anchor. He also is a public speaking coach and a keynote speaker. Interesting facts about Roop is that he enjoys cooking, traveling, and reading. And something that I can agree with is that he hates wearing winter caps, but does enjoy a good baseball cap. So hopefully I will be able to see him, and I'm sure the 48 participants will disagree with me, but I hope to see him in a Cubs hat. Roop, thank you so much for being our MC tonight.
Terrence, I don't know that I could ever rock a Cubs hat for you. I mean, I like you. You're a nice man, and this is a great occasion and a fun occasion. But I'd have to lose a bet to wear a Cubs hat for sure. I still wear my Tigers hat, even though we're struggling. But it's so good to be with you. I guess the word struggle is pretty much fitting of how all of us have felt in the last 3 or 4 months. It really has been a long road and a tough one. But one thing that I've noticed about COVID-19, it can try, and it has successfully, changed the way we do a lot of things. But there's one thing that we should be thankful for, that this pandemic is happening now and perhaps not even 50 years ago. Because as we know, technology has been kind of like a little brother. It's a gift, and it's kind of annoying too, because we've been trying to get our kids and our family members off of their devices for so many years and pay attention in person. And now we're all forced to do exactly what so many of us have been discouraging our kids to do, which is get more screen time. But it's moments like this where I really do sit back and say, you know what? This is a great moment for us as a community to get together behind our screens safely and to be able to celebrate something. This is probably the 3rd or 4th fundraiser or event that I've done honoring the great people of Metro Detroit. I'm from here. I grew up here. Troy, Michigan is home. Live here in Clarkston right now. We absolutely love Metro Detroit. My wife's from New Orleans, and one of the reasons we love it is a sense of community. And COVID-19 can't zap that. I'm sorry, it can't. It can keep trying. It's never going to do it. And so this gathering today is just one beautiful way to really slap in the face that virus and say, nope, we're still going to enjoy ourselves and honor the best. And so we want to thank our event sponsors who've made this possible today. Thank you to every single one of our sponsors who's helped make this possible. Their unwavering support during this really tough time has made this possible. And without their help, we wouldn't have this event. And so I want to thank each and every one of them, beginning with Dickinson Wright, PLLC, Miller Canfield, Paddock and Stone, Hewson and Van Hellemont, Foster, Swift, Collins and Smith, Nemeth Law, done a couple of stories with them in the past, Smith, Hani, Rice, and Roage, also Murphy and Spagnuolo, Rimkus Consulting Group, Kitch Attorneys and Counselors, and Collins, Einhorn, Farrell as well. I apologize if I mispronounce any of those. I just got off the air literally at 7 o'clock, and I'm looking at this on this phone, and the letters are about this big, and at 44 years old, these eyes are also starting to get bad. Didn't have time to get my glasses. Dada Man Malaki and Sadler, McKean and Associates. We also want to say McKean and Associates, Plunkett Cooney, LCS Record Retrieval, ESI, Ruddick Forensic Engineering, Seacrest Wardle, Scarphone and Geen, Exponent, Ven Johnson Law, U.S. Legal Support Company as well. We want to thank each and every one of them for what they've done, and you see them recognized on your screen, because without them, truly we wouldn't be able to do this. And I wish we were at the beautiful Gem Theater, and I love what Terrence said. The next time we all get together in this room with this combination of people, we hopefully, with the grace of God, we'll have a vaccine out there, herd immunity, and we'll be able to kick things back to the way at least they used to be in the slightest way, by enjoying a cocktail together and enjoying an hors d'oeuvre at the beautiful Gem Theater. But in the meantime, we have each other, and right here, Kyle says there's a happy hour for y'all, so that'll be good for you too. Here we go with the presentation of the awards. Without any further ado, my friends, I want to introduce each and every one. Each recipient's going to have basically 2 to 3 minutes to accept their award. And note that all recipients have already physically gotten their awards. They already have the actual hardware. This is just a great way for us to get together and honor them together. And so the Respected Advocate Award is the first award. The MTDC is honored to present its 2020 Respected Advocate Award to Jody Al Aaron of McKean and Associates. What a wonderful thing. Every year, the Respected Advocate Award is handed out. The MDTC annually gives the award to a member of the plaintiff's bar for the purpose of recognizing and honoring the individual's history of successful representation of clients and adherence to the highest standards of ethics. The MAJ does the same annually for a defense practitioner. In so doing, we promote mutual respect and civility. Now, we want to tell you a little bit about Jody here. Jody L. Aaron has been representing the victims of medical and other negligence, for more than 30 years, since graduating law school from Wayne State University cum laude in 1982. Although she's handled a wide variety of personal injury matters over the last few years, the principal focus of her practice has always been medical malpractice. She has handled cases in the state and federal courts of most jurisdictions in the state of Michigan and has been involved in securing several settlements and verdicts of more than $1 million during the years that she's been practicing law in Michigan. She is involved in a variety of professional organizations, including the State Bar of Michigan, also the American Association of Justice, and is a sustaining member of the Michigan Association for Justice and the Oakland County Bar Association. Ladies and gentlemen, most recently, she was a presenter and panelist at the MDTC Winter event, the 2018 meeting, discussing what happens when something goes wrong, trial, and how to fix it. Prior recipients of this wonderful award are honored as well. We want to recognize them as well. And we want to have a little bit of a quote from Cindy Mary as well. Here's a quote from someone close to Jody. Jody, Aaron, and I have had a number of cases together. She is spirited in her representation of clients, grounded in her advocacy, and best of all, she can disagree without being disagreeable, a fine colleague and worthy opponent. That is saying a lot. Welcome Jody to the screen to accept her award. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Jody.
Thank you. Hopefully everybody can see me okay and can hear me okay. I do want to thank you, Roop. Really appreciate it. Actually have gotten to see you speak at some of the FAR awards and talent shows. We're involved with that, and so we appreciate your involvement in the community. I want to thank the MDTC, Terry, really the committee who even thought to put my name up for nomination for this extraordinary award. And it is, to me, very extraordinary. When Irene Hathaway called, I don't know if she talked about it, but I really was about in tears and just went on and on. I remember as a baby lawyer being at the state bar meetings and seeing just stalwarts of our profession receive this award, which reflects not just an acknowledgement of skill, obviously, people who've seen me work and know my work. We've battled for 30 years or more now, but also share important values in civility and integrity, and recognizing that we can do our jobs and we can do them right without, I guess, gotcha kind of practice. I looked at the list again of people who've received this award, and honestly, to think that my name is on a list with these folks, you know, David Christensen, George Gagasian, Norm Tucker, Mark Gonzato, and then the opponents who are here and who clearly I appreciate and who have shown equal, I guess, respect and civility in the law. I'm looking at the list, and, you know, the Galbraiths and Bob, Mr. Riley, I call him, Bob Riley, Mr. Hurley, all the folks, John Toth, that know that we, even though we have a job to do, we have a battle to do, that we can do it with integrity. I actually finally, Madeline told me to bring my award, and I brought my award. So here, but I want to, and I actually read it, and it really is extraordinary what it says. And so I'd like to read it because it really does mean a lot. In recognition of her superb skills as a courtroom adversary, whose civility, ethics, and decorum distinguish her as an outstanding advocate on behalf of her clients. And really, it's what I would hope to be, what I was trained to be from my start at Scharfus and Christensen, my earlier years with Brian McKean, and now back with Brian McKean, and my years with Ven Johnson. It was never win at all costs. It was win, because we want to win, and I like to win. I do not like to lose, but not at all costs. Integrity remains vital, and so I very much appreciate this award, particularly from those people who I see in the courtroom, see in the deposition rooms, for my entire career. And I really do want to thank you. And also, since I hope they're here watching, I just want to acknowledge also that my family is standing by, my kids, Josh and Jordan and Sarah, and my husband, Jack, who've also hopefully understood how important and the trial modality and the work has been, but also hopefully understand and have picked up and will share in their respective careers the importance of doing the right thing and doing your job, doing it well. And so thank you guys. I really do appreciate it.
Well, I want to say congratulations. I have so many messages popping up on here saying, nice job, Jody, you inspire me. Someone just said, great job, Mom. Obviously, that's one of your kids.
Oh, good.
And
So they did come.
They did come. They did
Yeah,
come.
oh,
They're
good.
here.
Yeah.
They're watching, and they're
Okay.
proud of you. And again, we want to really look at that. We got all the confetti. We pulled off all the stops to make sure that the
Okay.
enthusiasm level is here. But Jody, thank you for your humility and your recognition of the fact that this award is not handed out easily to anybody, and certainly you qualify in more than one way, and you really exemplify what this award is about. So you deserve every word on that trophy, and I hope you proudly display that in your home as you continue the great work you're doing.
Oh, I will. I appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for joining.
Of course. No, it is my pleasure. It really is. And it's so funny to have a judge here today, because here we are. I feel like I'm holding court in front of a judge. I feel like it's completely inappropriate, and I'm going to be completely thrown out of the courtroom for contempt because I'm talking too much. It's good to see you, Judge Yates. Thanks for being with us as well.
Thank you so much for doing this, Rube.
My
Really.
pleasure. We want to continue our awards, my friend, and we're going to continue now with the Judicial Excellence Award. The MTDC is honored to present its 2020 Judicial Award of Excellence to the Honorable Christopher P. Yates of the 17th Circuit Court, Grand Rapids, Michigan. The JEA description that we want to get through here is about this award and what it really commends. It commends judges for their service to and on behalf of the civil bar, the legal profession, and the public. It was established to recognize judges who have demonstrated the highest standards of judicial excellence in the pursuit of justice while exemplifying courtesy, integrity, wisdom, and impartiality as well. It is awarded to judges who best exemplify what brings honor, esteem, and respect to the practice of law. You know, Judge Christopher Yates was appointed to the Kent County Circuit Court on April 22nd, 2008. He has served in both the criminal, civil division, and the family division of that court. It was on March 1st, 2012 that he was assigned to run the specialized business docket for the court. Judge Yates received a BA from Kalamazoo College in 1983 and a JD and MBA from the University of Illinois in 1987. As an attorney, Judge Yates served as a law clerk to Chief Judge James P. Churchill in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan and to Judge Ralph B. Guy Jr. of the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit. Judge Yates has also worked as a federal prosecutor in Detroit, as an attorney advisor in the Office of Legal Counsel at the U.S. Department of Justice in Washington, as chief federal public defender for the Western District of Michigan, and as a partner in 2 private law firms. Judge Yates is a past president of the Grand Rapids Bar Association and also the Gerald Ford American Inns of Court Chapter, the 2019 recipient of the Hilda Gage Judicial Excellence Award from the Michigan Judges Association, a 4-time inductee in the Kalamazoo College Athletic Hall of Fame, and the proud father of identical twins. Prior recipients of this great award, given in 2012, making it 8 years old. These are some of the people who have gotten it in the past, as you see on your screen. We thank any of the prior recipients for attending this year's reception. I want to give you a quote from Ven Johnson, and this is amazing. We want to make sure that we understand that he's saying, Judge Yates and I met when he was 17 years old, and I had just celebrated my 18th birthday, he said, okay? In September of 1979 on a Kalamazoo College tennis court. From the moment I met him until today, other than garnering multiple professional degrees and a lot of gray hair, I am happy to report that he is still that same guy he was back then. Judge Yates is the perfect combination of super lawyer, mega intellectual, and compassionate judge. He has been judicially excellent since the day he was sworn onto the bench. This is such a prestigious award. I wonder if he still will let me call him all the things I used to call him in college. Better just stick with calling him Judge Yatesy. Congratulations, Judge Yates, Ven says. You truly epitomize what every trial judge should aspire to be. That's again from Ven Johnson. Welcome Judge Yates to the screen to accept his award. And Judge, we'd like to give you the microphone and let you say a few words, perhaps first to Ven about your nicknames.
Well, greetings from the Western frontier. It's terribly disappointing that I can't be with all of you at the Gem Theater. I lived in Detroit for years. I love the city of Detroit. And it's so disappointing that I can't go back to Coney Island along with the trip to see all of you. But virtually, hello from Grand Rapids. I want to start by thanking Irene Hathaway and everybody at MDTC who had decided to confer this award upon me. It means a tremendous amount to me. I received a similar award last year from the Michigan Judges Association, but that was done on the spot. And I was literally rendered speechless. Fortunately, because of the pandemic, I've had months to understand that I'd have a chance to talk to you. So I've been able to gather my thoughts and let me see if I can thank you in the best way that I can. So thank you to everyone at MDTC. Second of all, thank you to my brother, my near dearest friend in the entire world, Ven Johnson. It's always dangerous when somebody who knows you as well as Ven gets a chance to say things about you, but I'm pleased to say that he kept it G-rated, and I thank him very much for that. I couldn't have a better friend in the world, and I'm so grateful that you found him to get quotes about me. Next of all, I want to thank everybody in the profession. I've been a member of the bar for more than 32 years, and I've always been extraordinarily proud to be a lawyer. I consider it the greatest honor of my career to work with all of you. And when I left practice to take the bench about 12 years ago, I swore that I would do three things on the bench. I would always be on time, I would always be prepared, and I would always be polite. I've always thought that that was just the baseline for judicial behavior. I've been stunned in the last 2 years to discover that apparently, I guess it's considered excellent. I go in every single day loving my job and looking forward to seeing all of you. Because I've taken over the business docket, I have a smaller slice of the bar to see on a regular basis, but I enjoy you all immensely. And I know how hard it is to be a practicing lawyer who routinely appears in court. I tell attorneys all the time when we're getting ready for a trial that your jobs are far more difficult than mine. I arrive at 8 o'clock in the morning, I read a little bit before I take the bench, and at 5 o'clock I go home and I get to spend the evening with my families while all of you are working diligently for the next day's presentation. And I will never ever forget how difficult it is to do what all of you do. I'm in awe of you. I can't tell you how impressed I am with the quality of the attorneys who appear before me. And it really is my privilege to spend so much of my life with all of you. This award obviously means a tremendous amount to me. I brought it just as Jody did, so I'll show it to you. I have it in a very prominent place in my office, and as long as I don't break it while it's home, it will go right back to that prominent place when I return to work tomorrow. So thank you all so much. I'm so sorry that I couldn't see you in person. But if you find yourself in the Grand Rapids area, please stop in and talk to me anytime you like. One of the great privileges of being a trial court judge is my door's always open and the courthouse is usually open. And whenever you're there, please stop in and say hi, because I do value the time and the conversations, and I thank you all so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. Would we be able to deliver a Coney to Grand Rapids? Would it stay in that 3-hour drive, or is that you're a Coney guy? Is that not acceptable? You won't rather just come here and get it yourself?
You know what, Rip? I discovered that there's a Leo's in Grand Rapids. That was a tremendously important discovery in my life.
I'm sure it was. Well, you deserve a lot of Coneys for all of the great work you do, and a heck of a lot more than that, Judge Yates. I had a chance to read up on you before we got involved with this today, and of course I've heard your name in news circles for many years, having been an anchor in Detroit for 11 years. But you were a class act, and truly, you know, I think it's funny. I listen to Jody, I listen to you, and you go, what's the one thing that people have in common when they're awarded something? that marks their excellence, and it usually is humility and duty. And those are two things that both of you really exemplify in all of them, all the award recipients. So thank you for showing us the way. Judge Yates, and again, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, Rup. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And when you come into town, we'll get a Coney. I look forward to it one day soon.
You too.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Our next award is the Young Lawyers Golden Gavel Award. And by the way, before we do that, I just want to mention, if you look at the number of participants, it's awesome. We have a good 50, more than 50 people on this call right now. They're all watching you. So even though on the screens, if you're getting an award and you go swiping through the screens, you're only seeing screens of the recipients. The people watching right now, we're getting a good audience of people who love you, care about you, and are excited about this. So again, the virus got nothing on us. So the Young Lawyers Golden Gavel Award is next. The MDTC is honored to present its 2020 Young Lawyers Golden Gavel Award to Javon Al Williams of Seacrest Wardle. The Golden Gavel Award is given to a member who has not practiced law for a period longer than 10 years, recognized by significant achievement within their area of practice, community, and the advancement of young attorneys. Established in 2005, the Golden Gavel Award is presented annually to a member of the Young Lawyers section of the organization who exemplifies significant contribution to professionalism and courtesy in the practice of law by promoting the image of honorable reputation in this profession. The award recognizes achievement within the member's area of practice as evidenced by their knowledge, skill, and advocacy, as well as their community involvement or pro bono representation and charitable endeavors as well. The award further recognizes leadership and advancement of the image of the recipient's peers by way of mentoring, and that is awfully important. Awards, civic leadership, or otherwise. A little bit about Mr. Williams. Javon Williams has achieved exceptional results defending commercial and also private clients in various premises liability matters, from general negligence claims to dram shop actions. He has also successfully represented the interests of insurers, corporations, and individuals in a variety of first and third party no-fault automobile negligence claims, and routinely prevails on dispositive motions in this area. Mr. Williams has been with Seacrest Wardle since 2009. He became a partner in 2014 and an executive partner in 2019, just last year. Congratulations. He is an active member of the firm's general negligence, motor vehicle litigation, and premises liability practice groups. Mr. Williams earned his Juris Doctor from the University of Detroit Mercy School of Law and received his Bachelor of Science degree from Tennessee State University, magna cum laude. During law school, he was an associate director on the Moot Court Board of Advocates and a presidential ambassador for the university. He also, by the way, received book awards in pretrial litigation and advanced advocacy. Mr. Williams is licensed to practice law in the state of Michigan. The prior recipients of this award, the Golden Gavel Award, was first given out in 2005. And you'll see the list over here coming up, making Javon the 15th recipient of this very prestigious award. Thank you to all the prior recipients. We're here today to congratulate Javon on this momentous occasion. And now a quote from Mark Morley. And this is very important. Someone who has been able to observe Javon Williams' growth throughout the years. As a senior partner at Seacrest Wardle, I've observed Javon Williams' ascent in the firm and his continued success and accelerated involvement in the legal community. Mr. Williams' elevation to executive partner in 2019 is a well-deserved and a reflection of his dedication to the practice of law and exemplary service to his clients. Mr. Williams is a genuine asset to the firm and to the legal community as a whole, as exemplified in this nomination submission. That again from Mark Morley. This is really, really special. We want to give our hearty congratulations to Golden Gavel Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only and our recipient today, talking, of course, about Javon Al Williams. Javon, take it away.
Thank you, Roop. Can everyone see me?
We can.
All right. I'd like to start also by giving a special thanks to everyone that had a hand in making this event happen here tonight. I, too, like most of all of you, wanted to meet with everyone in person, but I understand and appreciate why we needed to call the audible. So special thanks to everyone who had a hand in this. Also, a thanks to the MDTC for the consideration and selection process. I'm certain that there were a number of well qualified candidates. So I'm happy and proud to be and honored to be your guy. Also, I'd like to thank the firm, Seacrest Wardle, for giving me the tools, resources, and support to be successful and to get behind causes that I support and that I truly do believe in. And last but not least, special shout out to my wife, Jana, who's been my rock and my foundation and who's put up with my war stories for the last 10 years or so. Little does she know, it only gets worse from here. So with that, I too have my award. I hope everyone can see it. Thanks again, and I'll turn it back over to Ruth.
Look at that. You got a lot of fans. Melissa Pode and has said congrats to Javon. It's been a pleasure working with you over the years. So many others chiming in to say congratulations to all of our award recipients today, because it is indeed an honor and a special one at that. Javon, congratulations to you, and thanks for joining us today. And thank you for what you do to elevate the legal profession. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Our next award, thank you. Our next award is the John P. Jacobs Appellate Advocacy Award. So what is this award? Well, the MDTC is honored to present its 2020 John P. Jacobs Appellate Advocacy Award to Susan Healy Zitterman of Kitch, Druchess, Wagner, Valuti, and Sherbrooke. Now, in 2017, the Michigan Defense Trial Council established a new major prestigious award entitled MDTC's John P. Jacobs Appellate Advocacy Award. This award is designed to honor those civil appellate attorneys who have over a number of years, through their integrity, professionalism, experience, intelligence, creativity, judgment, personality, sensitivity, civility, writing, and advocacy skills, community involvement efforts to educate young attorneys, support for the defense bar, consideration and support for the less fortunate in our society, and the vigorous ethical representation of their clients both in and outside of the courtroom. They displayed themselves to the best of the very best in appellate advocacy in state and federal courts with and outside of the state of Michigan. Appropriately, this award has been named in honor of one of the finest appellate counsel in Michigan's history. And we should also mention who had, over his more than 43 years in practice, earned the respect, the admiration, the reputation of being one of the most creative, aggressive, and ethical and caring appellate lawyers, not only in our state, but really throughout the country as well. His numerous appellate victories in some of the most notable and largest civil matters has brought accolades from not only state and federal appellate judges within our state, but also those outside of our state, along with longtime and well-respected counsel who also specialize in this very, very important aspect of the legal profession and Michigan's legendary Defense Trial Council. A little bit about Susan. Susan Healy Zitterman, who formerly led the firm's appellate practice, has retired from the full-time practice of law and now serves as of counsel to the firm. Since starting with the firm in 1983, Ms. Zitterman concentrated her practice on appellate and complex litigation and trial support in cases originating with the Kitch firm, as well as those being handled at the trial court level by other firms. During her very notable career, we should mention she represented clients successfully in cases resulting in published decisions impacting Michigan law in areas of employment, discrimination, medical malpractice, tort reform, commercial litigation, and product liability as well. In addition to her distinguished work in the appellate courts, Ms. Zitterman was appointed by the Michigan Supreme Court to serve on the Model Civil Jury Instructions Committee from 2001 to 2009. Ms. Zitterman has published several articles on critical legal issues faced by healthcare institutions, particularly tort reform. Ms. Zitterman is AV peer review rated by LexisNexis Martindale Hubble. The AV peer review rating is the highest rating allowed. It is also a test to the lawyer's legal ability and professional ethics and reflects the confidential opinions of the bar and the judiciary. Prior recipients of the JPJ, the John P. Jacobs Award, is awarded once every 2 years, making this the second time it's been awarded since its inception in 2017. If John P. Jacobs is here, we'd like to thank Mr. Jacobs for attending this reception and showing his support to this year's recipient, Susan Zitterman. A quote now from Christina Ginter, and this is very important as well. We have a little bit of a testimonial here. It has been my honor and privilege to work with Sue Zitterman for over 20 years at the Kitch firm. Sue is simply the best. I'm so proud and grateful to have had the opportunity to learn from her over the years. Everyone who knows her knows she is a simply brilliant person. Quite often, she is the smartest person in the room. Her love for appellate practice is shown in everything she's done. Her participation in the many organizations that she is a part of has always been to try and improve the appellate practice for everyone. Very nice. Well, we'd like to now welcome Sue Zitterman to the screen to accept the award. Congratulations to you, Sue.
Thank you very much, Ruth. Good evening, all. I'm deeply honored to follow my colleague and dear friend, John Jacobs, in accepting this award that's so aptly named after John. I think of appellate practice as being a trial lawyer's lawyer. From the CSI-like investigation and picking of an attorney's brain after a trial to come up with appellate issues, to fielding those emergency phone calls during trials seeking advice on how to create an appellate issue, or for the name of that case that says, and there's a lot of cases out there, and sometimes I know the name of the case that says, but it is and has been an absolutely wonderful practice. Appellate and trial counsel have a symbiotic relationship. Trial counsel excel at things we might not do so good, but we excel at things that trial attorneys might excel at, but really don't like doing, like researching for hours during the rabbit hole, down a rabbit hole, writing tomes of legal briefs and reading through stacks and stacks of trial transcripts. But together, we appellate and trial lawyers work toward achieving justice for our defense clients and creating, hopefully, some good law. I'm grateful to the great trial attorneys at the Kitch firm and elsewhere that have given me and the firm's appellate group the opportunity and the resources to practice as appellate specialists, because there are not too many of us out there that have been able to devote an entire career to appeals. I thank my appellate partners at Kitch, Christina Ginter and Beth Whitman, for their stellar appellate skills, for their friendship, and for supporting me for this award. And here is the award itself. It's beautiful crystal. Will look wonderful, wonderful memories on my shelf. So finally, I'd like to thank the MDTC for hosting this program in this extraordinary time and for this great honor. Thank you.
Susan, we should mention Cheryl Cardelli just chimed in while you were holding up your award and said it was such a pleasure working with you. Your friends and your colleagues just love you, and it's very clear by looking at the enthusiasm coming through with the more than 50 people here. Congratulations, Susan.
Thank you. Thank you. That's one of my trial lawyers.
Oh, nice, nice. Well, I'll tell you what, here's the deal. All of us, we're all getting Coney dogs when this is all over. You understand me? Every one of you, we got to celebrate again for sure. I'd love to do that with all of you. And we'll have Judge Yates pick the Coney Island of his choice because he's coming from the farthest direction, I believe. So we'll have him do that. All right, my friends, the final award we'd like to introduce tonight is the Excellence in Defense Award. The MDTC is honored to present the 2020 Excellence in Defense Award to Patricia Nemeth of Nemeth Law. Now, this was established in 1992. The annual Michigan Defense Trial Council Excellence in Defense Award is designed to honor those civil defense counsel who have over a number of years through their professionalism, intelligence, creativity, judgment, personality, civility, advocacy skills, community involvement, and efforts to educate younger attorneys, promoted the practice of the defense bar and the representation of their clients, both in and outside of the courtroom. You know, it also recognizes contributions beyond their normal roles as an advocate. A little bit about Patricia Nemeth. Ms. Nemeth is a versatile attorney within the labor and employment law arena, known to advocate aggressively but civilly for her clients. She has found success as a litigator, investigator, consultant, and certified mediator. In recent years, she has increased her practice commitment to arbitration and mediation, seeking a peaceful resolution to a variety of civil and employment conflicts, while leading Nemeth as the largest woman-owned law firm in Michigan to exclusively represent management in the prevention, resolution, and litigation of labor and employment disputes. She has really gained expertise in a variety of industries, including healthcare, gaming, insurance, retail, manufacturing, and government as well. Now, at the same time, she's acted as a mentor to up-and-coming defense attorneys and continues working for change that benefits not only her clients, but the greater legal community as well. I want to recognize some of the prior recipients of this award. The oldest award inception in 1992, so 28 years ago, the first one was given out. If you'd like to see the prior recipients more clearly, please head to mdtc.org/services to view all prior award recipients for the award. And now we want to introduce a very important video about this nomination.
Hi, I'm Deborah Brower. 15 years ago, I made a major career decision. I moved from an in-house counsel position to a law firm, but it was the best career decision I could have made because the law firm I joined was Nemeth Law, founded by Patricia Nemeth and managed by her. I've been practicing law for 20 years by that time, but Pat taught me how to do it smarter, more strategically. I thought I already knew how to manage cases and clients, and yes, even bosses, but Pat showed me how to do it better. And she did so in her unique way. I mean, how many lawyers do you know would walk away from their cell phones and computers for a week, take a vow of silence, and meditate? And that's what's made Pat the excellent defense attorney, arbitrator, and mediator that she is today. At our firm, we represent employers. We defend, protect, and counsel them. And we do it with care and wisdom, and we learned that from Pat and from each other. And that is why I nominated Pat for this Excellence in Defense Award, and that's why she deserves it. And I wasn't the only one to nominate Pat either. Allison Reuter did so too. Allison's career at Nemeth Law was the opposite of mine. She joined as a law clerk and then became an attorney there. And Pat trained her to be an excellent attorney until Allison relocated to the west side of the state. I inherited Allison's office. But along with Allison, and with everyone who has ever worked or for or against Pat, we share the privilege of honoring her with this award. Congratulations, Pat.
Congratulations. That's wonderful. I want to introduce Patricia, and I want to tell you, Patricia, one thing about your law firm. You know, at Fox 2, we have PR people pitching us from across the state every single day about interview this lawyer, interview this attorney. My attorney knows this, my attorney knows that, and they're all wonderful, and the competition is stiff. But I got to tell you something. Whenever I have had a story idea pop up in the morning meeting where they say we got to do some unemployment law, there is no other call that I make. I call Nemeth Law right away. I go through Barb, who's your PR person, and I say, I don't want anybody but your people at Nemeth Law, because each and every attorney, Deborah included, who's such a sweetheart, and every person I've interviewed at your law firm, they exemplify the kind of culture and the kind of quality that I'm reading about you and understanding about you. And I just want to say personally, on behalf of all of us at Fox 2, for every 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. newscast where I've had the privilege and honor of interviewing one of your lawyers, thank you for keeping that bar so high, and congratulations on this award. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roop. And, you know, you make us look good, that's for sure. So we appreciate you so much. Thank you to MDTC for this amazing award. I can't really lift it, or I would probably break it, so I'm not going to try. It's very, very meaningful to me. It's meaningful to me to be in the company of so many other honorees, and I congratulate them as well. I want to thank Deborah Brower as well as Allison Reuter for nominating me for this award, and for Deborah's very, very kind words. One thing that Deborah said that I want to pick up on is that, you know, she said I walked away from the practice basically for a week and walked away from a cell phone and went off to meditate. And as you all know, you can't do that unless you have an excellent group of people back at the office, excellent attorneys and excellent support staff, and we have that. So I thank all of them for allowing me to lead a very balanced life. I'd also like to thank my family and friends who have supported me through much more than they signed on for, frankly. Particularly, I'd like to thank my daughter. She inspires me every single day. She inspires me to be a better person every single day. And the person that I am today, who's being, honored for such things as civility and professionalism and advocacy and leadership, that is not the person that I was when I first started practicing law. That person had a lot to learn. I learned it when a much more experienced attorney accused me of trying to give him a heart attack when I yelled at him over the phone. That was not one of my finest moments. I learned it when I was outside of a Wayne County Circuit Courtroom and I was being yelled at by Jeffrey Feiger, and I decided to take one step forward and yell back. He did back down, so it was effective, but still, it was not one of my proudest moments. But you try to do your best, and time goes on, and you learn. And over time, you learn that this is a community, our legal community, and it is a very small community. You learn about other people's reputations, you learn about your own reputation, you learn about, yourself, how to take better care of yourself in this very, very stressful profession that we are in. You learn about other people, other attorneys as people, and you realize that as much as you want them to be one way, they're not gonna be. and you have to accept, who they are. And you learn about people in your law firm, about people that you work with, and how you want to try to get them to where they want to be. So you learn about leadership. And over time, if you learn enough and you stick around long enough, then maybe one day somebody nominates you for an award like this, which is very, very meaningful to me. And you receive an award for just, learning and doing what it is that you love to do. And really, I can't think of anything better. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Woohoo, go mom. Proud of you, says your daughter. So you got a lot of fans. We had another one of your good friends congratulate you as well. All that confetti, we wish we could get it in your hair and all over you, because this is what it's about. It's about celebrating and everyone wrapping, the people who love you most, giving you the confetti and wrapping their hands around you. I think this is a really important day for us to sit back and say, you know what, we couldn't do it in person, but all the hugs and all the high fives and all the confetti, it's all for you and every single person who was able to get this award today. I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you for all of what you've done and continue to do in your respective profession. I know that in journalism, we have a lot of ethics and a lot of rules that we follow that people don't always understand. They don't understand why we cover things the way we cover them, because we're following certain protocols and rules, and decency is one of them. And I like to regard that as very close to my heart. And so as someone who honors my profession in the way I do, I can just tell you really honor yours. So thank you, each and every one of you. I want to turn things back over to Terrence and allow all of you to chat with each other. There is a happy hour coming up for all of you who want to stick around for that. But Terrence, I'm going to turn things back over to you. But before I do, I want to say thank you, each and every one of you, for having me and being a part of such a wonderful event. You gave me my sense of community back as I work out of my home, as so many of you do as well. Great to be with you.
Thank you so much, Roop.
Pleasure. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Roop. And I would also like to extend congratulations to each and every one of you for the awards that you have received. Congratulations on behalf of the MDTC and the legal community. At this time, I'm going to invite everyone to hopefully grab a nice beverage. Roop, you might be going on to the news soon, so you might not be able to have one, but hopefully everybody else can grab the beverage of their choice. And right now, Kyle is going to give us some driving directions to the bar.
Well, thank you, Terry. So hello again, everyone. So we have a little bit of a transition to make between now and the happy hour. So all you really have to do is, when I say so, click on the leave button in the bottom right-hand corner. And once you do that, then all you have to do is hit continue. So just quick read over these guys real quick, these bullet points, and make sure that when you leave, you do hit the continue button, not stay on Zoom US. It is not a survey page. It is actually the best way for us to be able to transition between the virtual event and the happy hour. So keep that in mind. This is the page you will appear on once you do hit leave. And just be sure to make sure that you click the continue button. So at this time, everybody except for the award recipients can take off. I do have to do a little work on the award recipients and panelists. So you can all go ahead and leave real quick. All right, award recipients, you guys can go and take off too. All right, I'll see everybody in the happy hour.